Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Power or Might. I am Jonathan Coachman for Trini Kwan, Await and Aid in English here. And today here on Power or Might, here today on Power and Might, we're going to see the TWF hard made winnings on the line when Nijax takes on SpongeBob SquarePants. Jonathan Coachman says, well, I'll tell you what, Trini Kwan said, I never would think that SpongeBob SquarePants would be the man to be hard made. But I guess you never do know who's hard made and who's not, Trini Kwan says. Yeah, I wouldn't look at SpongeBob SquarePants either and look at him and say, yeah, he's hard made, but I guess he is. You know? And you sure that's the bag that he's in? You sure that's the bag that she's in, I meant to say? No. Well, I can tell you one thing, Aid in English says, if that's not the bag she's in, then we're going to probably have to take it off of her if we can't seek her. Did you know that's the oversight in the TWF? Aid in English said if they can't seek you, then they end up taking the winnings off of you if they can't seek you, which is sad, but that is the oversight. But she's not in that bag, Trini Kwan said. How many other bags do you think she could be in? Well, there's only one guess of what another bag that she can be in. And it would be this bag. But if she's not in that bag, then we're going to have to take it off of her. Well, she's in that one. Well, great. Well, we got her. Well, Aid in English said they got her, so they got her, Aid in English says. So, here we go. Alright, I'm Ijax, or Ajax, or however you say that Greek or whatever, Greek or Hellenic borrowed name. And I came with sandbags. They can fit. No. These are two unlike things. They don't go in that way. Yeah, they're not going to fit. And I am what some would say hard made. What some would say hard made. You know, what others might say utmost. And let me just tell you, there are only a very few hands of wrestling businesses that did that kind of wrestling. The well-known, the well-on-looked ECW, the restarted up XPW, and ZZW, and I think maybe some other one out there might have done it too, but that's about it. And don't forget, SpongeBob SquarePants says, you know, I'm at the utmost. Oh, is that right, huh? That you're at the utmost, right? Well, let me tell you something if you think that you're at the utmost. I dare you, SpongeBob SquarePants, to get by these things that, oh fuck, you can't see me. I dare you to get past these free things. Well, I can get past those things if you want me to. Okay, that's it. Ow! Ding ding ding. Well, looks like this fight just started now. What the fuck was that? Oh! And Ajax just hit SpongeBob SquarePants with whatever that thing was. We don't know what that is, but it's out of the ring now. And Ajax knocked down SpongeBob SquarePants with that barbed wire, I don't know, what that wire shield or whatever, gate, whatever you'd call it. I guess you call it board, a wall. I don't know. Oh, she thinks she's at the utmost here. We haven't seen Ajax or Nijax or however you say her name, Jonathan Coachman said, in some time. Since she came from McDonald's for the McDonald's Happy Meal way back around December of last year. She came, oh, she just missed. Uh-oh, Trini Kwan said. Looks like Ajax might lose her hard-made winnings to SpongeBob SquarePants, Trini Kwan says. And I'm here to say we don't want that to happen at all, Aiden English says. SpongeBob SquarePants is in a bind not Ajax down right now. Is he gonna win? Oh! We went, oh, Ajax just took him down. And Ajax just hit him with the sandbags. And with that wired, I guess you would call it I don't know what the English word for it be. You could say hall or a wall. And she's on him. Aiden English said, I told you Ajax was hard made. She's at the utmost. And she's still going to be the TWF hard made fighter, the TWF hard made winner here. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Here is your winner. And still the TWF hard made fighter, Ajax. Well, Ajax or Nijax or however you say however you go by saying however you go by saying that Greek or Hellenic borrowed name, however you go by saying it, she is still the TWF hard-made fighter. Here in the TWF. And we do want to have a talk with her before this show is done here, Jonathan Coachman says. Yeah, we do, Ajax. We do want to talk with Nijax or Ajax before the show is done here. Before we're done with Power and Might here today in the TWF, Trini Kwan says. And we want to see how she got that new stand, that new mindset, and the new behavior to go along with it, Trini Kwan says. Which I think is kind of sad. Well, that's the right stand, the right mindset, the right behavior to have when one is a hard-made fighter in any wrestling business, Aiden English says. Which if you were in ECW, that was all the time. Or if you're in the upstart XPW is all the time. Or ZCW is all the time. But I like the mindset. Well, you might like that Aiden English said, you might like that mindset. Well, I think whatever the stand, the mindset, the behavior, whatever the heartless might that she is now showing to the one she wrestles and fights I'd be sponsored by SquarePants today is truly sad. And she's a over good doer, too. Take it away, Gene Okerlund. Alright, Ajax. We know you're in that Disney Marvels film, known as The Immortals or The Undying, as a over good doer who works in the behalf of God, who helps fellow men and women out over the years. But the mindset, the stand, the behavior, and some would say the heartless might that you have shown here today with SpongeBob SquarePants might not be good. The stand, the mindset, the behavior, that heartless might. It wasn't heartless might. My stand, my mindset, my behavior is right. I didn't do anything that was heartless or mean or unkind or wrath to SpongeBob SquarePants. He would do the same thing to me. You know, if you want to look at folks who had what you would say a heartless might to their fellow fighters or fellow wrestlers, I'm not one of them. I haven't been wrestling in some time or fighting in some time after I won the hard-made winnings from Masco months ago. And since I only lost one time since then. I am still the same kind woman I've always been. Well, that kind-hearted mindset or behavior wasn't there when you were fighting and wrestling SpongeBob SquarePants. Well, I had to fight to keep my winnings, just like I knew SpongeBob would fight to get my winnings. So I had to have the stand or mindset or behavior of one who will do anything to keep one's winnings. But at the end of the day, I still look SpongeBob SquarePants as a man or as a being, and I still think that if he wants to wrestle and fight me again for the TWF hard-made winnings, he can. Well, one more thing I want to tell you. Since you came from the McDonald's through the McDonald's Happy Meal back in December of last year, a lot of folks wonder, will we ever see you in I wonder if you would ever be in your other Disney Marvel offshoot of yourself, the Marvel Toys offshoot. I don't know, Gene Okerlund. I don't know. All I know is I'm here in the Disney McDonald's Happy Meal toy offshoot of myself. And all I know is that I'm still the TWF hard-made fighter. And I beat SpongeBob SquarePants fair and square. Wow, he is square, so anyway. And all I gotta say, and if someone thinks that I had the wrong mindset, the wrong stand, the wrong behavior, or thought that it was some heartless might that I was showing here today, well, that's their thought and belief, but it's not true. Alright, that was my talk with Ijax, or Nijax, however you say her name. Back to you, Jonathan Coachman. Well, thank you, Gene Okerlund, for talking with Ijax, or Nijax here on Power, or Strength or Might. And that is all the time I got here for Power or Might. I am Jonathan Coachman for Trini Kwan and Aiden English. We hope you like Power or Might, and we'll see you tomorrow. For Monday Night Raw or Alone Day Night Raw.